What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Sunday. Sunday, freaking fun day, fun day, fun day, fun day. No, I'm not in a cave. All right. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, me, Jeff, and Sean will be live on YouTube Live. Hope you will join us. Come in, talk some smack some talk, whatever you want to do. Get in the chat. We're going to talk position battles, get you ready for spring ball. Spring ball gears up like Tuesday or Wednesday. We're going to have some access to practice and player interviews, coach interviews, probably get a Ryan Day interview Monday or Tuesday, kind of setting the stage for spring ball, and we'll get into it. Don't forget about the video vault at thebuckeyecast.com. Hop in there. Check it out. Free trial for 3 days. No ads ever on the video vault. We've got over 200 videos right now and growing. That's what she said. You're welcome. Hello. Need more time. No. Over 200 videos. We got recruiting highlight videos, like the huddle videos that you see. We've got ton of highlights of old Buckeye games. This is the time of year to go back and watch some of those old condensed games, and we've got some with Paul Keels, Big Daddy on the radio call with the video highlights, and some of your all-time favorite Buckeyes, Braxton, you name it. So many going through my head. Zeke Elliott, Mike Thomas, JT Barrett, and we go back to the old Buckeyes. We've got the old, we got a Jack Tatum video in there. We've got a 2-part special on Woody Hayes. So a ton of highlights in there. Please check it out at thebuckeyecast.com. Click on Video Vault. All right. So we're going a little linebacker heavy this weekend. Yesterday we talked about CJ Hicks and James Laurinaitis covering the linebackers. Today, we're talking Nigel Glover. Now, this guy hasn't gotten much pub, much run, much talk, but he's part of our freshman series here. We're recapping how 2023 went for the freshmen. And Nigel Glover is a guy that came in right before fall camp. You might remember, transferred in from Northwestern. He obviously was not down with the weenie washing. I'll wash my own, thank you. Anyway, he came in from Northmont High School in Clayton, Ohio, so nearby. 6'3", 210, played safety in high school. He was a 4-star, 8.996, nationally ranked 335, number 30 linebacker, and number 10 player in the hard-hitting state of Ohio. Now, they got him listed at 210, so he's going to have to put on some more weight if he's going to play LB in the Big Ten. But his scouting profile reads like this. He's an athletic defender with a prototypical frame for an outside linebacker. He played like a hybrid safety in high school, but should transition into being a full-time traditional linebacker in college. Still has room to grow and add weight, runs well to the ball, and has change of direction that is outstanding for a player of his size. Will get physical and strike ball carriers. Will have to get used to working his way through the wash more and taking on blocks inside the box. Blocks inside the box. He has come down and blitzed off the edge, but we do not see him have to take on and shed as much. He has the athletic qualities to be excellent in coverage, but still needs experience in man-to-man. Should be able to get to the point where he can man up on a tight end and possibly running backs at the next level. Has to get stronger and will likely have to adjust to how he is used in college, but he fits in any scheme because of his versatility and should be an impact college defender. So that's one of those things that Jim Knowles and every coach wants is versatility. They want you to be able to do multiple things well. So Glover's bringing that to the Buckeyes. He signed with Northwestern he had offers from Wisconsin, Washington, Iowa, and a bunch of Big Ten programs. So he was a one-in man. So after Northwestern head coach Pat Fitzgerald was fired last summer, Glover entered the portal. Buckeyes offered him, and he chose the Buckeyes over Michigan and Kentucky. Sorry, the Cheaters and the Hillbillies. Glover said Glover paid his own way for his first semester last year. So he paid for fall and then went on scholarship just in January this year. So 2023 season did not see any action, of course. Did not see the field at all. 0 snaps on not even special teams. So it's not a big surprise because he didn't transfer until right before fall camp. And he's also changing positions, moving down from safety to linebacker. And he's moving from high school safety to college linebacker. So it's doubly difficult. So with a deep linebacker room and a position switch, those are a couple of reasons why he didn't receive the scholarship offer out of high school from Ohio State. Defensive coordinator Jim Knowles, but he was aware of Glover. Knowles said back in August, we've known about Nigel for a long time, and really it's his attitude, the way he wants to improve. He's so into the X's and O's. He's that kind of kid. He's the kind of kid that's coachable and wants to learn. That's another good quality to have. But Knowles had zero expectations for the freshman last year. Knowles said, quote, that's hard to say, right? I mean, first thing is we have to get him to know where his classes are and all that. He's still a freshman, so we'll wait and see. So going forward, we talked about it yesterday. The Buckeyes are losing both starting linebackers from last year. You got Tommy Eichenberg at the mic, the middle linebacker, Steele Chambers at the will, weak side linebacker, and Glover projects as a will, so he'll be in that group. There's no one with much experience to speak of at the will linebacker spot. So you got Glover. He's going to have the opportunity to compete for some playing time. Maybe not this spring playing time, but in the future. At least he can, get his foot in the ground and show what he's made of, show what he can do. And he adds depth. This linebacker room's been a little thin, especially with experience. But Glover's size and athleticism, you could also see him used as a Sam linebacker in a 3 linebacker set. So he has that versatility again to play both sides. He has the frame and athleticism to cover the tight ends we talked about, and he can be used in pass coverage and pass rush. So it could easily come in on third downs, third and longs, something like that. And he has a versatility that can help a defense, but his first job is to learn that will linebacker position. And he may see some action on special teams. I would definitely look for him in the spring game to get some action. They tend to use a deep bench since they're splitting the squads up. But the snap counts at the will linebacker last year, Steele Chambers led the team, 649 snaps at the will. So you got to replace that. Cody backed up Tommy, and then CJ Hicks played 75 snaps at the will. And that's about it. So you got to replace those snaps, and then you got to talk about Sonny Styles coming down, from the safety position. Is that move going to be made officially, or are they going to do what they did last year, use him as a Sam linebacker / nickel, and use them in heavy run sets, where the other team brings in like an extra tight end, and then do they bring Sonny in, it's going to be interesting to see how Sonny's future goes, because if he wants to stay in the safety room, he's not going to play. The safety room's full. We got starters at every position. He could carve out like a small role, like a specific role, but that could be only like 10 snaps a game. So we'll see what happens at the weak side linebacker here, but Nigel Glover adds some depth, and he's got a good number 37. So keep an eye out for him. The old Joshua, easy. So keep an eye out for number 37, and we'll talk to you later. Go Bucks.